Ah, how are you? How are you?
That's the shot.
We're coming to you live from Sports Families Network headquarters for an exciting American Basketball Association matchup. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joe Clark, your play-by-play commentator for this afternoon's broadcast, joined by your producer, James Scales. As we look underway to Blount High School for a showdown between the undefeated Atlanta Aliens, standing tall at 2-0, face off against the winless Gulf Coast Gladiators. We are underway here for tip-off at this very high school. A lot of memories, a lot of history onto this high school, of course. And if you are just tuning into the broadcast, the Atlanta Aliens are in the gray and light green, and for the Gulf Coast Gladiators, they're in the white, dark, and dark blue colors. Aliens win the tip-off here, trying to get things started, but almost intercepted right there by Fred Knight of the Gladiators. Gladiators are a winless team right now of the season, trying to find their stride. But the Aliens, for three, no good. Gulf Coast playing the point, couldn't get a handle on that one. This will fall back for a turnover. Trying to get the Fred Knight right there, middle of the court, but just couldn't get the pass on right there. Drill Tate making a bucket right there, making a name for himself in this league. After being one of the head scorers, too. Gulf Coast looking into the corner for three. That's good. Tevin Bettis for the open three. Another turnover for the Aliens. It's not looking good for them. Another contested three. That's good. Bettis is putting some three-pointers on the board. The Gladiators are on top 6-2. Driving baseline. Dishes it out to his man right behind him. Couldn't get nothing going, but up and in right there for the big man. Gladiators looking to the corner for three, and that's good. Another three for Bettis. Another attempt for the Aliens for three, and that's no good. Gladiators looking down court. Got heavily poked away. Up and in, and that's good. Justin Hansberry gets one baseline to go for good. And we'll have a foul right there. Shamon Abrams will check in for the Gladiators. Aliens trying to get some points on the board right here. Trying to look underneath the rim. Using their body. Dishes out for three. And that's good. Good for Cremonti. Good for three. At the wing. Shoots. And that's good. Bettis is bringing the Gladiators on top in this game. For step back three. Just wide. Abrams heavily contested under the rim. Gets the little floater, and that's good. Aliens heavily contested right here. Drill Tate, one of their lead scorers. Step back three, no good. A little weak on that floater. Bettis passes it underneath the rim and gets heavily fouled to Abrams. Abrams had two gray shirts right around him, and he couldn't get it up and in, which led to be a foul on the alien side of the ball. Hansberry passes it on baseline. Little floater, just short. Aliens looking for Cromartie. Cromartie passes to his teammate, and that's good. Alex Bonner getting some points up on the board. Jester Evans couldn't guard him too much with that screen. A football pass down court for the open layup. And Bonner gets another 2 points up and in. There's a timeout called onto the court, and we'll be back in just a few moments. And we are back here in Blount High School for more action up against the Atlanta Aliens and the Gulf Coast Gladiators. Gladiators on top by 4 points, 15-11. And the Aliens are just trying to find their stride here, but the Gulf Coast Gladiators are looking for their first win of the season as being winless. Trying to go deep down court, couldn't make it. That was intercepted. Tate with the Euro step. No good. Would look like there was a foul on the play as well. It looks to be Tate going to the line for three. First one for Tate is good. Jarrell Tate is the lead scorer of this Alien squad, having 70 points of the season so far. He's shown us some real talent on the court, but although he's a team player and a lead scorer too, he's shown his leadership on this court. Morty is playing half court right now. In case this ball goes the other way. We're out the front of the rim. That's no good. Hansberry trying to get a hand on that one. Just couldn't. Let's get out of balance. And the big slam for Jarrell Tate. Gladiators looking to get up this one. Hansberry passes it up. Trying to juke out their players. Hansberry dishes it out to the wing for three. No good for Tevin Bettis. Bettis has been good on the three-pointer so far. That looks to be good for Evan Jester. Heavily contested from Bettis' side. Passes it out to his teammate. Up and under the rim. And that's no good for Lawler Tillman Jr. Aliens looking to pass throughout the paint, and that gets poked away. For three, and that's blocked away. That's blocked away by Christopher Cromartie. Gladiators will inbound this ball. Abrams trying to make room in the paint. The three, that's no good for Lawler Tillman Jr. Aliens looking to pass throughout the paint. Kicks this one out. Going to take that shot. That's off the side of the rim. Fred Knight. Knight looking to pass down to his teammate. Underneath the rim. The up and in is good. Tevin Bettis again. He's having himself a highlight reel into this game. Bettis back again with the ball down the court. Knight hesitated on that play, and it goes out of bounds. Will be at the Aliens' ball. Aliens look at the top of the key. This is out to Camarte. Camarte looks underneath the rim, and that one is good for Kevin Stamps. The three again for the Gladiators, no good. Trying to get it back up and in. And just going to football pass down the court. Jabril Tate taking this all with the Euro step again. Trying to get that foul call, but didn't. Camarte playing more defense, gets the ball back in the foul. Christopher Camarte will be at the line. First one's good. Camarte is the team's leader in assists, so he's been a big player in this one. And also, have you seen his defense early on into this game? He's shown a lot of defense going back up and down the court, playing coast to coast, and you've been seeing that a lot from Christopher Camarte in this one. Anthony D'Angelo's playing half court here, and that one's no good. DJ Moore looking down court to his teammate. Almost a huge slam, but that's still good. Kadarian Rabb with the two. And Christopher Camarte tries to go the no-look pass, but just couldn't get his teammate underneath to the paint. Derek Southall, this is off to his teammate, and that was good for Tevin Bettis. The Gladiators are hot right now with their shots. Another one is good. Gladiators looking to take their time with this one. Playing this at the top of the key, half court. Fred Knight looking to find somebody open. Movements on the court. Nice screen, passive screen, trying to get the DJ Moore on that play, but just couldn't, and that one goes out of bounds. Aliens are trying to drive this up the court with another football pass, and the nice Euro step layup for Drill Tate. Another interception here for the Aliens, and the Aliens are getting a charging foul off that one after Major Wims happens to charge. It looks to be into one of the Gladiators' bodies. Aliens are up on this one 28-22. Less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Dishes this one off to Knight. Knight gets back on his handles. Open shot, no good. Self-rebound that one himself. Uses full body of that one. Leaped into the Aliens guard and gets that up for two. Camarte use full that board, and that's good for another lay. Gladiator shoots, and that's good. Kadarian Robb with another three. Camarte finally gets a pass underneath the paint. And that one's good. Camarte couldn't get up there with Hansberry. Camarte looking to find somebody and just shoots it. A lot of contestant there. And the Gulf Coast Gladiators will call a timeout. And don't go nowhere. We'll be back right here on Sports Fanbase Network. And we are back here, and under 3 minutes left of action here in the first quarter. Aliens are up top, 36-29. Gladiators are falling all over the place, but that one's good. Derek Southall gets that one up and in to be good. Heavily contested. And a big fall right there by Derek Southall. Tevin Bettis will inbound this ball for the Gladiators. Gladiators will take this one up. Nice bounce pass right there, middle of the court. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Tevin Bettis with another three. Another juke, but no good on that one. D'Angelo Anthony had a hard time getting a floater on that one. And the Gladiators look like they stepped out of balance, and this will be a turnover for the Gladiators. Aliens will inbound this one on the far right-hand side of the court. Aliens looking at the right wing. Up and in, and that one is good. A foul in the middle of the court right there. Justin Hansberry inbounds this one to Fred Knight. Knight with the dribble moves. Knight looking for his teammate at the top of the wing. That's from deep, and that's good. Derek Southall with the big long ball. Passes it into the corner. Aliens heavily contested. And the Gladiators force a turnover over Atlanta. Derek Southall passes it off to Knight. Knight with the floater, and that one's in. Less than 50 seconds left on the clock. Gladiators get the advantage here of this turnover. Aliens in the corner. Passes off to his teammate baseline. That floater's good. Deep three, and that's no good. End of the first quarter action here. Aliens are on top of the Gladiators, 40-39. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back in a little for more action of the second quarter. And we are back here yet again for more your second quarter action. Gladiators are falling short by a point, but Aliens happen to find their stride and getting some more three-pointers and getting the fouls that they did need. And the Gladiators will take this one underway. Some fast passes. Knight for three, no good. Rebound. Trying to pass off to his teammate at the top of the key. Hansberry is in a tough position. Back there, nice ball movement. And it looked to be a travel on that play. Kevin Stamps to his man in the corner, and that's good. Major Wims been a nice scorer for the Aliens. Wims looking down to his teammate. With the step back three, and that's good. His foot was on the line, so that'll be for two. Fred Knight passing to his teammate, driving baseline. The wide shot, and that's no good for Bettis. And this will go back to be Gladiators ball. Stouthall tries to get a bounce pass there, but couldn't. There's a weird pass there. He looked like he put all his full force into that, just couldn't get the pass onto his teammate. Kevin Stamps dishes out to his teammate at the wing. Heavily contested by Derek Southall. Spraying on the clamps. And no need for that because that one's good. Another football pass right there to Hansberry. Couldn't get it on. Rebounded himself. This is the do-it-yourself play. the 15-foot jumper, and that's no good. Kevin Stamps, this off to his teammate baseline. He's driving baseline. Tries to get the drawed foul, but couldn't. Major Wims. Gladiators are heavily contesting this Aliens team as they're playing half-court press. Fred Knight will inbound this one for the Gladiators. No communication on that pass, and now go out of bounds for Aliens ball. Aliens are up by a wide margin of 50-39. For three, that's just wide. That was Kevin Stamps with that three from deep and just couldn't get it in. For three, and that was good. Gladiators are having an 8-point margin. Kevin Stamps looking underneath the paint for three. And that one's good for the Aliens. D'Angelo Anthony. Heavily contested right here. Passing off to the wing. Hansberry. Nice ball movement. Gladiators driving through the paint. Trying to get up there. Up and in. That's good. J.D. Moore rebound that one himself. You've seen the big man get up there himself and tower on top of his opponents. I don't know what is going on right now. I think it's a time clock issue, and the referees are trying to get the time clock to be settled and just get the time corrected. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are underway after getting those time clock issues pertained. Aliens are quick at this. Nice ball movement. Heavily contested. Three. That goes out of bounds, and that'll be the Gladiators' ball. Gladiators looking drive down the court. On the top of the key right now. Bettis taking his time. Bettis looking at Hansberry. Hansberry for the fadeaway three. No good. Gladiators having a foul on that play as well. And it looks like they took another timeout. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here on Sports Fan Base Network. We are back with 8 minutes left on the clock of the second quarter. 53-43. Aliens are on top. This is off to the three, and how about to get fouled there under the rim? Gladiators will take this one behind the baseline. Kevin Bettis pass off to Hansberry. Bettis look for a football pass down court. They just can't control the ball right now. Heavily contested by the Aliens. Bettis, top of the key, passes it off. Driving in through the paint. Nice floater. That was no good. Hansberry dishes it out. Fadeaway three, and that's good. And there was a travel called on that play. Pass to Rab. And intercepted right here by the Aliens. And they'll take that layup there for the easy two. The Aliens were trying to be heavily contested on that one, but just couldn't get up there in time. Aliens, we're going to get something going. Driving the paint was Kevin Stamps. And Stamps tried to get the bounce pass going. Couldn't get one and just couldn't get that rebound. Kevin Bettis. Back to Bettis again. Bettis fighting off his opponent. He's going to take this one. That just hits the front of the rim. And a big N1 for the Aliens. And that looked to be D'Angelo Anthony. He's getting up there with some points. D'Angelo Anthony will go to the line for one. Off the front of the rim. Tipped away, but Gladiators get it back. Kevin Bettis hands it off to Derek Southall. Tries to get it back to Bettis, but then he's heavily fouled underneath the rim. Laura Tillman Jr. was fouled underneath the rim right there. He happened to take a big fall. They didn't call that as a foul, but they called the foul on Bettis, which I don't know if they had two fouls on the same play, but Bettis makes the first one in. Second one's good. 57-50 game right now. Kevin Stamps is trying to get open right here. And that one is good. Evan Jester getting up there for the over and under. It did look to be that Drill Tate stepped out of bounds on that play at the center line. Kevin Bettis will pass this one up. Baseline, and that one's good. Gladiators are trying to make this game a close one. Derek Southall looking underneath the paint. Heavily contested, but that was no match for the Gladiators on that play for Laura Tillman Jr. Tries to get a football pass going, but just going to get there. Fred Knight dribbling up the court, trying to go back a little bit, trying to get the double team off of him, but just can't do it. Fred Knight trying to pass out of it. And a nice layup there, not even contested as much. Aliens try not to have any more fouls. Derek Southall has it playing heavy defense on the big man. Bettis will inbound this one for the Gladiators. Southall looking to his right. Back and forth dribble moves, in and out. Pass out underneath the rim to Tillman Jr. Tillman Jr. would take this one back. For three, no good from Tevin Bettis. Aliens looking go through the lane. And the foul will be on Tevin Bettis. And the Aliens will get the call here. But don't go nowhere. We'll be back right here on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back here for more second quarter action here at Blount High School. If you're just tuning in, my name is Joe Clark, your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup. The Aliens are up by a good amount, 59 to 56. It was by a wide margin, but the Gladiators happened to come back and put up some points up on the board. A lot of turnovers by the Gladiators early on within the first quarter, but now they are bringing their momentum back. The Aliens will have the ball. Shoot this from deep, and that's no good. Heavily contested. Gladiators is going to look, trying to look for a screen shoot. And that one is no good after that being airballed. Aliens taking this up half court. Nice pass. Driving baseline. That would be an up and down. That was an up and down for the Aliens. But he was contested as well when he had the up and down, so the foul will be in the Aliens' hands. Gladiators fouled. Fouled the Aliens again. D'Angelo Anthony had another foul. D'Angelo Anthony for his second one, and that's good. Fred Knight turns over the ball. Aliens with the fast break, and that one is no good, but fouled on the play. Fred Knight kind of scrambled a little bit and panicked, and then happened to draw another foul on Jarrell Tate. First one's good for Tate. Under 3 minutes left of the second quarter. Second one is good. Gladiators are going to have some substitutions in. Tevin Bettis and Justin Hansberry clocks in for this game. Jarrell Tate goes 3 for 3 on the foul shots. Bettis going to pass down court into the corner for 3. And that's way off. Aliens looking for a bounce pass. Gets intercepted by the Gladiators, but couldn't get a hand on that one, and that one goes out of bounds. A big N1 for Christopher Cromartie. Cromartie is using his body. And that one is good. Derek Southall passes this one off to Darian Rabb. Gladiators for 3. And that one's good for Tevin Bettis. Passes this in with it under the paint. And gets heavily contested and knocked down. Evan Jester will go to the line for 2. Evan Jester went to Georgia Tech for college. It's a nice basketball school right there. A lot of great alumni came from Georgia Tech. But he stands at 6'7". Second one no good, right off the front of the rim. Darian Rabb snatches that one away. Football pass underneath the rim, and that's good. Justin Hansberry gets that one up and in. Christopher Cromartie heavily contested. Derek Southall. He wants all of that play right there. He's playing good defense. As having the size advantage on the court. Cromartie looks baseline. Gets stripped away. Justin Hansberry looks to the wing. No good. Shot was no good right there. Trying to get the N1, and that's Drill Tate. Their biggest scorer right there on the court. They're going to be passing it to him anytime they get. Aliens are up 70-61. Officials are discussing the play. And a correction on the scoreboard, it's 69-61. Kadarian Rad. Heavily contested right there by Gray Shirts. Rab will inbound this one for the Gladiators as they'll play Fred Knight at the half court. Alfonso Hires will be their big man on the court right now. Officials are just, I think they are discussing either the time clock or, if so, maybe a call on where the ball should lie. Rab. He's trying to look for Tevin Bettis right there. And Bettis will inbound this one for the Gladiators. Gulf Coast needs to get something going here before we go into halftime. Rad is playing far back in the Aliens territory. Hansberry with the handles. Passes it off in the quarter for three. Fonzo Hires, that is no good. And a big charging foul right there. Aliens got a charging foul on Tevin Bettis. They'll reset the ball right here. Gulf Coast is just trying to get the clock going. Trying to get more playing time out of these 22 seconds left on the clock. All the way down. I don't know who he was passing it to, but that would be out of bounds. A big turnover right here. Clock will be set at 13 seconds left on the clock. Another turnover, back-to-back turnovers again. Driving baseline, jumper, and that will be no-go going in and out of the basket. Don't go nowhere. 69-61. Aliens are on top of this one up against the Gladiators, and we'll be back after this halftime. are back right here in the third quarter action. Underway. Gladiators at it again, half court. Fred Knight passes it off. Tevin Bettis. Bettis back to Knight. Knight driving midpoint. That's good. Floater is good. It looks to be a time clock issue again. I am not certain what the issue is. I thought there was a foul that happened. But the Atlanta Aliens are up 71-63 with a minute into this game. They're having problems with the scoreboard. It looks to be 71-65. They corrected the score. It's 71-63. Wims will inbound this ball. Back to Wims. Cormate with three, and that's good. Trying to pass it in the paint. Cormate gets up there for the dunk. Nice Euro step by Fred Knight. Aliens are going back and forth, coast to coast. Again, like the Gladiators have. Nice ball movement. Trying to get underneath the rim. But back in the Gladiators' hands. Driving through the paint, and that one is good. Darian Rabb there yet again. Cromartie with the three ball, and that's good, and he got every bit of that one. Hires, dishes it off to his teammate. Bettis got the easy lay right there, and not even contested as well. And it looks like officials are trying to fix the clock yet again. But don't go nowhere. We'll be back right here on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back yet again. Nice deep downtown shot. That's no good. Had some trouble with the score clock and the time clock and everything in between, but it's 79-69 right now. Fred Knight takes this from the wing, dishes off the Hires. Hires trying to move this ball around. Hansberry dishes off to the corner. Bang! That's good. Fred Knight with the easy triple. He wipes that one off the board. Football pass down the court. He might take this for a floater, and he does. That's still good. Hires tries to get up there. Snags it back again. Going all around the rim, and that's no good. Hires trying to get back on D. Leaves the open man open, and the big man gets a board. Aliens put up some points, 81-72. This would be the Aliens' ball. The Aliens won't inbound this ball after the foul was drawn. Hands it off to the big man. Gets it up there for the easy lay. Back at it again. And gets fouled under the rim. Drill Tate went back and forth on that play, happened to snag it back from the Gladiators and brought it up for the easy two. And then went back at it again and then got fouled. Tate for the one. No good. Substitutions are made as well. Tate makes the first. So he's 1 and 2. 2 and 3 out of those foul shots he made. 86-72. Stout Hall passes it off to Knight. Knight, this off to his teammate. Hansberry. That's no good. Hires trying to get up there, couldn't snag it back down. Trying to go get back on defense. Trying to knock it away. He goes coast to coast with that one, and that one's good. Heavily contested right there. And was fouled. And was double teamed as well. Derek Southall was and has been double teamed for the most part of this game, but don't go nowhere. We'll be back right here with more action of the ABA matchup. And we are back underway. Gladiators have the ball from deep. And that's no good. Trying to get this ball going. Tate playing his baseline, playing his back to his opponent. Tate looking from the wing. Right off the back of the board, and that's no good. Hires brings that one down for a board. Fred Knight looking to cross the paint. Hands off to Hires. Hires, and that's no good. Hires scrambling down the court to block that one, and he does. That's out of bounds on the Gladiators. And that'll be the Aliens' ball. Great defensive play by Hires right there. Running coast to coast again. And these players have been playing back and forth a very aggressive game from both sides. Aliens, shoot. And that's good. Gladiators looking from this one. Fred Knight back again at the point. He's heavily contested at the perimeter. Throws this out to his teammate. Fires. And that's good. Splashes that one in. Mar Tillman Jr. Had the rebound, brought it back up center line, and then was heavily contested right there. Bettis a little aggravated after that play. Had to be double teamed. And a lot of heart and aggravation goes into the game of basketball. A lot of emotions are flying high on this court. Bettis looking at the corner. Trying to pass baseline. Almost went out of balance. Back to Bettis. Bettis shoots. No good. Big man brings that one down for a board. Driving through. Floater goes up and in. Off the backboard. D'Angelo Anthony for the two. Tillman Jr. passes this one out. Back. Over again. Tate intercepts this one. Taking his time. Almost up there for the 360 dunk. Back and forth yet again. Sharman Abrams couldn't get up there. Tate driving his way into the paint. Couldn't get it there, but Christopher Carante gets that one up for the board. Derek Southall was stumbling over his own feet throughout that play. Heavily contested too, double teamed. As we've been seeing all night, size advantage is going to count within these matchups. Aliens are looking to try to stay undefeated after this matchup, and hopefully that stays that way for them. But Gulf Coast Gladiators are looking for their first win. And a nice pass underneath the rim to Abrams. Gramante for the three. And that is no good. Southall pass to his teammate, Tillman Jr., and just gets knocked out and knocked away. Tries to steal this one away. And couldn't do so. This will be the Gladiators' ball. Bettis inbounds this one. Back to Stouthall. Stouthall in trouble. Gets stolen away. Yet again, another turnover for the Gladiators. That's been hurting them. And the backwards dunk for Jarrell Tate. Gladiators trying to find their pace into this one. Bettis looking to drive throughout the lane, and that's good. Back and forth, a lot of football passes into this game. They're floating it up and down this court. Substitutions are happening. Kevin Stamps is now into the game for the Aliens. Shoots, and that's wide. Tries to get to one of his teammates, but just couldn't after being double-teamed again. Hella contested by Anthony. D'Angelo Anthony with the dribble, being heavily contested by Tillman Jr. Tillman Jr. with the clamps, and he steals it away. Fires. That's no good from Bettis. This ball stay in the Gladiators' hands. 97-79. Aliens are on top. Another timeout issue. Don't go nowhere. We're 4 minutes left of the clock, and we'll be right back after this timeout. And we are back at it again as he brings that board down. Aliens are running up down the court with the Gladiators. Anthony with the dribble, driving through the paint. Floater in and out, and that's no good. Gladiators have the open spot for a three. They're going to pass it baseline. Passing it to Hires. Hires using his weight all on that one, and that's good. Big men always have to use their weight in order to edge your way underneath that rim, and that's going to keep going more and more. And as I say that, then that's a big three right there by D'Angelo Anthony. Barnes looking to pass to his teammate on the outside. Bettis gets stripped of it. Trying to play defense on Tate. Tate's double teamed by the Gladiators. Cremante looks out and that gets intercepted. Barnes looks off for Knight. Knight, that's no good. Barnes looks underneath the rim. And that's knocked out by the Aliens. Phenomenal defense by them. Paris Evans will go to the line for two. No good on the first attempt. Aliens are playing their men underneath this rim. Evans for the second time. And that is no good, but brought right down. Again, Evans with the pump fake. They try to drive in and just couldn't get there. The Aliens went all the way back down the court for an easy try. First one is good for D'Angelo Anthony. Keith Anderson's coming in and clocking in for this game. Alongside Major Wims, too. And they'll play Kevin Stamps in the backcourt. J.D. Moore trying to bring us up the court. Hires, struggling to find somebody. Fred Knight trying to get up there and grab the ball down for the board. Just couldn't. J.D. Moore dishes it off to Evans. Hansberry takes his time with it. Hires underneath the paint. Step back. Floater and no good. Is back into the hands of the Aliens. For three. No good. But Hansberry looked to foul right there after the shot was released. Major Wims will go to the line for three. It is 102 to 81 by a big margin here by the Atlanta Aliens. Oh, it will not go to the line. Foul will stay on the floor. Some substitutions are happening. Hansberry is substituted out. For three. Off the front of the rim, and that's no good. Fred Knight gets the screen by Hires. Step back three. And that was no good. Southall's looking for a full court press and did get it. But he happened to foul on that play when the player was going up for the layup. Kevin Stamps will go to the line for some foul shots. But when I look back at Derek Southall, he's been playing phenomenal defense. Knowing that he's one of the shorter guys on the court, doesn't matter. He's been trying to at least elevate his performance as clamping down some of his opponents. So it's a great eye on him. It is a size advantage out there for definitely for the Aliens. The Aliens do have the size advantage. But as I say, Kevin Stamps will go to the line for some foul shots. The first one is good. But let's say it, Derek Southall, he's been playing some great defense out there for the Gladiators. 104 to 81 on the board. Bettis looks at the court for three. Bang! Splashes that one in. Happened to stumble over himself. Stamps looks to his teammate for three. That's off the back of the rim. No good. Bettis looks down court to Knight. Looks out to the wing. Fires. And that's no good. Time is running out of the third quarter. 104 to 84. Atlanta Aliens are on top of the Gladiators. And we'll be back in a few moments of action after these short messages. And we'll be back right here yet again on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back here in fourth quarter action. Early on slam with only a few seconds left. Few seconds going on into the game, and you just had a slam dunk. Came back with a full energy from the Aliens. 107 to 84. Refs are determining some actions on the court. We're going to cut to a quick break, but we'll be right back here on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back on our way with more action of the fourth quarter. Following seconds entering this fourth quarter, there's a lot of action going on. The Aliens have been putting up points. The board for the score has been adjusted several times, and that's why we had to cut to some breaks. But a big shot right there for the Aliens. And this would be a 4-point play. And that was Major Wims at the foul shot line. Getting some foul shots again for the 4-point play. Back at it again with Bettis. Bettis to Rab. And that was no good. Bringing it down was J.D. Moore and trying to bring it back up and just couldn't. Wims gets another shot at it again. Just couldn't. A fadeaway shot, and that one's good. Knocks that one down with a bang. Southall taking all this way in the corner for three. Bettis has some trouble, but got dished off to his teammate Hansberry to bring it up for two. D'Angelo Anthony kicks it off to his teammate at the perimeter. Just going to get it. Hansberry with the slam, and that one's good. Anthony will bring this up slowly. A little jogging dribble. From the top of the key, that's no good by the Aliens. Southall with it yet again. Dancing around his opponent with the floater. That's no good. Was airballed right there. Trying to edge his way into the paint, but just couldn't. DeAndre Ray Curry. Couldn't succeed on that play. And a nice block right there by the Aliens. Major Wims taking this all the way. Couldn't bring the board up. Trying to play this baseline. Back to Kevin Stamps, and that one's no good. Almost brought right back down by the Aliens. Another football pass by Hansberry. Blocked again. And was heavily fouled on that play. Gladiators will for sure go to the line right here for a couple foul shots. No, they're going to keep this on the court, which I'm surprised of. It looks like the officials are determining whether or not the foul will be on the floor or if he will get foul shots. And he does. They're settling out for some foul shots, in which is not going to happen. J.D. Moore will throw this one half court to Hansberry. Hansberry looks at the top of the key. To Bettis at the perimeter. And that one's good. Knocks that one down. Kevin Stamps looking at the perimeter to Major Wims. Couldn't get that one in for a floater. Bettis got stripped of it. And the ball will be going the other way. Aliens with the shot from deep. Hits that bullseye down. D'Angelo Anthony with another three. Hansberry passes it off into the corner. That's no good for the Gladiators. Aliens looking for another one from deep. No good. No foul in that play either. Running coast to coast. Back here yet again. To the corner. Couldn't handle it. Back in Bettis' hands to J.D. Moore, and that's wide. Early jump right there, but was no match right there for the Aliens to bring that one up for Major Wims. The score is 118-91. We're having a timeout issued, and we'll be right back on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back here yet again for more fourth quarter action. Aliens are leading up 118-91. Gladiators are trying to get something going here under the paint. And trying to get a hook shot going by J.D. Moore. Just couldn't. That gets blocked away. Fred Knight looking underneath the paint yet again. Bettis in the corner. He's going to have to shoot the ball. Time's running out. Another football pass down the court to Kevin Stamps, and he couldn't handle that pass. And Hansberry goes flying on that play as J.D. Moore gets stripped of the ball. Kevin Stamps for the three, and that one's no good. Going off the backboard, in and out and roaming around. But back in the hands of the Gladiators. Gladiators for three, and that's just short. Fred Knight looking to foul on that play. And he definitely did, holding on to his opponent. And that was a smart play right there, just to not get D'Angelo Anthony to get some points up on the board, but the points will determine from some foul shots at the line. But a smart break, a smart, fast break play you had right there. And officials are talking to Anthony. But this will give the Gladiators some chance to make some substitutions as well. And he'll be issued to have 2 shots on the foul line. First one's good. D'Angelo Anthony has been a nice playmaker for the Aliens so far into this game, as he makes the second one in after I said that. He's been doing phenomenal for the Aliens. Nice defense by him, too. Dylan trying to pass the ball more. Dylan with the shot from deep. And that's just short. Airball that one on the try. Anthony gets stripped away of the ball. Kicks the ball after the play, after anger that's brought to him. Kevin Stamps had the punt fake to the corner for 3 is Anthony. He will take that one. That was heavily contested, and that's no good. Fadeaway jumper for 3. And that's back at the board to be out of bounds, and which will be out of bounds for the Gladiators ball. Bettis will inbound this one for the Gladiators. Hansberry will play close to Bettis here, after the Aliens have been playing a half-court press. And stripped away from the Gladiators, and a big slam dunk. Gladiators are having trouble maintaining the ball right now, as Bettis passes this off to Fred Knight. Down underneath the rim is Hansberry, and that one's good. Back to Kevin Stamps. Made his opponent the jump. That one's no good. Gladiators will bring this one down for a board. Fred Knight looking at the top of the key. Bettis back to Knight. Keep going back and forth. Bettis looking for 3. No good. But Knight's there for the rebound. Hansberry could have driven into the lane, gets stripped away of it. And almost an alley-oop going. It was no good from that alley-oop, but it then got brought up yet again. Gladiators are struggling at the half court. Got through the center line, passes it through Abrams. Abrams to Knight for 3, and that one's no good. 123-93. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Substitutions are being made. Hires and Southall are coming in for the Gladiators. Some substitutions, some new faces as well. Scotty Barnes is going to clock in for a few minutes. maybe give them a different momentum on this court. Aliens for three. And that one's good. Kevin Stamps for the three in the corner. Gladiator player went flying at half court. And that was Kadarian Rab. Gets back the ball again after losing it. Rab with the fadeaway shot. And that one's too wide. Gladiators are losing their momentum right here. Almost a big slam right there. And that one's no good. Derek Southall struggling to find a man. Rab from deep. And that one is no good. Gladiators are trying to make some contention of these shots, but they just could not. And the Aliens are running the floor with them at this moment. 131-93 on the scoreboard. Aliens will go to the line. And that one's off the front rim and rebound by Hires. Hires is bringing the Gladiators back into this one. Or at least trying to. Derek Southall was heavily fouled on that one after being contested by two gray shirts within the process. But we're going to cut to a quick break with this timeout issued, and we'll be back right here on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back here again for more fourth quarter action. As the Gladiators are falling short of the Atlanta Aliens. 131-93. Less than 3:30 on the clock. Kevin Stamps will shoot this one out to his opponent. And the Gladiators look like they got fouled on that play too. Probably was a blocking foul. But the Gladiators are looking to find their stride in this one. Only 3 minutes left. Anything could happen still. Aliens airball that one. Kevin Stamps with it again. Underneath the rim. Driving baseline, looking through the paint, and that one's good for the fadeaway jumper. Dylan gets stripped away of that one. That one is good. Hansberry is double teamed. And looks to be another timeout that is called. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right here, right back on Sports Fan Base Network. And we are back with under 3 minutes left of the third quarter. Bettis will take this one up through the center line. Bettis with the dribble move, blocking out his opponent. Sets it out to Hires. Hires uses his body before that one, and that one is good. Alfonso Hires. Been liking his game so far within this one. And as they say that he gets the ball away and stripped it away from the Aliens. And that one's good for Fred Knight. Gladiators are finding their momentum after that timeout. And that one's good. Shot right down like a bullseye. Fred Knight is scrambling to find his feet. Fred Knight gets right back up, getting into this action. Bettis looking underneath the rim. Fadeaway jumper, that's no good for Abrams. Intercepted right there for Fred Knight. And this ball will go out of bounds after he stripped away that pass. Another deep three by the Aliens, and that one's front off the rim and no good. Gladiators trying to play this one safe. Abrams. It's heavily contested at the perimeter. Abrams looking to the corner. Got him to jump with a pump fake, and that's just short by Paris Evans. Abrams using his length to block him out, and he happened to fall when he was going up and trying to get the ball away from Abrams, and hopefully he's okay. Bettis will inbound this one for the Gladiators. 142 to 97. 30 seconds left on the clock. Hires looking to drive in right through the paint. Back to Abrams with the floater. Bouncing around the rim, and that's no good. Aliens looking down court with the slam dunk. Air ball right there by the Gladiators, and that it was no good, but nice alley-oop to end off this one. This game has been settled. He'll have to play one more second left of the game after these foul shots. First one's no good. And second one is good. 145-97. The Atlanta Aliens are still undefeated into this one, making a name for themselves, reigning champions, and they are making a significant name of themselves after this third win. Still undefeated, of course, and the Gulf Coast Gladiators are still winless. I was your head commentator, Joe Clark, in tonight's matchup, and alongside James Scales, my producer. I thank you so much for listening and tuning in to my broadcast, and have a good one, everyone.